Welcome back, everyone. Ready to dive into another exciting match.
Absolutely. Always up for analyzing a good Champions League clash.
Well, today we're going to take a deep dive into the Brest-Real Madrid matchup coming up.
Oh, yeah. This one, it's got a lot of interesting storylines. Should be a good one.
Definitely. A lot of questions heading into this one.
Yeah.
Thinking about their recent performances, a bit of history between these two. What do you think? What should we be focusing on here?
Well, for me, the big story is Brest, right? I mean, first Champions League campaign ever, and they're already in the playoffs, like one step away from the knockout stage. That's impressive.
That's a huge accomplishment for any club,
Right.
let alone a team making their debut.
Exactly.
And you can't ignore their home record. 3 Champions League games at home, and they haven't lost a single one.
Yeah, no, that's definitely working in their favor. But gotta consider though, they've had kind of a rough patch recently, haven't they? 2 losses in their last 3 league phase games. Not ideal timing.
Makes you wonder if the pressure is starting to get to them a little bit.
Could be. And historically speaking, no debut team since like 2001 has lost to both Barcelona and Real Madrid in the same Champions League season.
Oh, wow. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, so that's something to keep in mind.
Yeah, talk about a tough challenge.
Oh.
Facing those 2 giants in your first Champions League season.
No kidding. It'll be interesting to see if they can break that trend.
Speaking of challenges, though,
Yeah.
Real Madrid haven't had the smoothest start to their Champions League run either, have they?
True. They kind of stumbled out of the gate. Didn't look like the Real Madrid we're used to seeing.
Yeah, few shaky performances early on.
Right. But got to give credit where it's due. They've turned things around in a big way.
Absolutely. That 5-1 win against Salzburg, that was a statement.
Absolutely. They are back, playing with confidence, and now they're just 1 point behind Brest in the group.
And also guaranteed a playoff spot, just like Brest.
Yep. So both teams are in, but Real Madrid, they're always aiming for that top spot. Direct qualification to the round of 16.
They do not like to mess around in the playoff.
Well, they don't.
So you've got Brest riding high on their early success, but maybe feeling the pressure a bit. And then you have Real Madrid. They seem to be hitting their stride at just the right time. But this match is more than just about their recent form, isn't it?
It's a clash of styles.
Totally.
Yeah.
What do you see as the biggest stylistic differences between these two?
Well, you've got Brest, who so far they've really relied on a tight defense, especially at home.
Right. Hard to score against them on their own turf.
But Real Madrid, their attack is on fire right now. I mean, 17 goals in their last 4 wins. That's insane. And they just put 3 past Real Valladolid without conceding, so their offense is humming.
No doubt about it. But can they replicate that away from home? Real Madrid have lost 2 out of 3 away games in the Champions League this season.
Yeah, that away form is a question mark. And their overall record in Champions League away games in France is a bit of a mixed bag, frankly. 5 wins, 2 draws, but also 7 losses.
Interesting. So maybe Brest can use that to their advantage. Disrupt Real Madrid's rhythm.
If they can leverage that home advantage and really frustrate Real Madrid's attack, they could absolutely pull off an upset.
Definitely something to watch.
Absolutely.
All right, let's talk key players. Who do we have to keep an eye on in this match?
Well, for Brest, it has to be Abdallah Sima. He's their top scorer in the Champions League, right? And the guy has a knack for scoring clutch goals, especially late in games.
A real difference maker.
He can be. On the Real Madrid side, I mean, how can you not talk about Kylian Mbappé?
Oh, he's going to be fired up for this one. Back in his home country.
Exactly. And his record against Brest is phenomenal. 9 goals in 10 appearances. And here's the thing, he tends to score early, too. Between the 25th and 40th minute, that's when he likes to strike.
Wow, so you've got Brest with a potential late-game hero in Sima, and Real Madrid with Mbappé, who could put them ahead early.
Yeah, it's going to be a fascinating dynamic.
Now, I have to bring up this one trend. It's a bit of a curious one, but it caught my eye. All 7 of Brest's Champions League games so far, they've all seen either 1 or 2 goals before halftime.
Uh-huh. I hadn't noticed that. That is interesting.
I know, right? It makes you wonder if that trend will hold up against a team like Real Madrid.
Yeah, good question. Will this be the match where that changes?
We'll have to wait and see. So much to consider heading into this one. Can Brest pull off the upset? Will Real Madrid continue their surge? So many possibilities.
A lot of factors at play here.
Exactly. Right? And that's what makes this matchup so exciting. Think about everything we've talked about. Brest's home record, their recent form, the clash of styles, those key players. It's anyone's game. What do you think is going to happen? We'd love to hear your predictions. Let us know.
Yeah, who you got?
Can't wait for this one. Should be an absolute thriller. Thanks for breaking it all down with me.
Anytime. Always a pleasure.
We'll be back soon with another deep dive. See you all then.